First of all, it has to do with the pick. This is a very thick pick. It's probably might be like 3.5 or 4 millimeters thick, tortoiseshell, and it's beveled on the edges too. So, this pick is actually quite thicker than normal, but you can just hear the difference between that and. It's a very forceful style, and you need to play really aggressively. You can't play too far up on the sound hole, or you'll be getting this a lot of string slapping. So you need to play close to the bridge, usually about almost equidistant between the end of the sound hole and the bridge, and a lot of downstrokes. And if you move across the strings, it's a lot of what people might call sweep picking, but it's not so much not quick like that. It's very measured. That kind of thing. You rarely will do an upstroke when changing strings. A lot of the licks are like 2 notes on a string. So you move up. I mean, as Django Reinhardt only had the use of these 2 fingers, he traveled around the guitar not so much in scale patterns, but more in arpeggios, and sometimes broken arpeggios, like. Could do that really quickly with just 2 fingers. It's built off. So there's a lot of that kind of where you just stay on one string. Another technique that Django would use a lot would be and that's like an up, down, down, down. And you can do that in so many different places. That's a down, down, up. As far as technique, the aggressiveness of the attack, and there's also a lot of turns, a lot of those. Everything is intense, and these kind of chords as well. Again, on Django's left hand, these 2 fingers were pulled back because they were burnt in a fire when he was 18, and so he couldn't straighten them out, really. But he could set them on the guitar for different chord shapes. So that's why a lot of his chords could be like...